Alright, I think we can switch off that scene. Hey everybody, hi pinball friends, and we're dealing with a little bit of camera breathing, but I should say focus hunting. But anyways, hi again pinball friends, long time no see, missed all of you, hopefully you missed me too. Yeah, so we are back here in the Flipstream arcade, so my name is Flipstream, aka Brian. Yeah, we're back with some more non-Godzilla pinball fun, because Godzilla is really, really popular right now. This light is, for some reason, really, really dark. Let's turn that one up a little bit. And let's go to left. Do we need to turn this one down? It's not quite so hot. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, so a couple audio challenges, so hopefully everything is gonna work okay on stream today. Yeah, the OBS decided to kind of dump all of my audio settings, so I was scrambling to do all that during the middle of the intro, so like I said, hopefully everything's gonna work okay, so we'll find out. It'll be an adventure together. But anywho, let's get underway, because I'm pretty rusty, and I'm gonna need some couple games to get the rust off. So why don't we hit that button right there? Hey, Random Retro, welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, we will. That seems pretty lined up. Maybe, sort of, maybe a little off, tiny bit. So, something I discovered, and I did not have a chance to hook up a good solution for this yet, is now that I'm up to 4 machines here in the Flipstream arcade, with the arrival of Rocky and Bullwinkle, I have to push my 4th table all the way over to the inside edge of the room, so you can see I'm pretty close to the wall here. The downside is the lights from up there are reflecting right here in the glass. So we'll find a way around that. Again, I didn't notice that until about 20-30 minutes before I started the stream. Couldn't quite rig up a solution for that. So apologies. We'll get all that stuff sorted out in maybe by Thursday, because we'll probably end up streaming this again on Thursday. But yeah. So yeah, here we are post TPF, lots of other fun things. I didn't go, but looked like everybody that did had a good time, which is awesome. But yeah, let's get underway. So let me hit this button right here. Just do a quick level check. He was good before the stream. I just want to make sure that we're still good.
Diabolical destruction grips
Lights are super
City
hot.
in terror. Who is responsible?
I'll tell you who's responsible.
This one is bad. Maybe it's... Oh, that's why.
Because I'm evil.
Yeah.
Well, that's the subpar police we're got no
It's the
for.
playfield light
Don't
that's
worry,
casting
Sheriff.
on me
We're
that's
here to
causing a
help.
problem. Turn that a little bit so it's not quite so in my face. Alright, so Hot Wheels, here we are. It's been a while since I've streamed this one, a little too long actually. It's one of my favorite games. Definitely Game of the Year 2020, at least in my opinion. It should have been Game of the Year 2020. Score update somewhat soon, hopefully. So yeah, they are working on Scorbit support over there at American Pinball, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah. So anyways, let's plunge, let's do some damage here. Let's see if I can get my flipper skills back underneath me here. And a early trust post save. That's going out. Yeah, probably not getting going back. I ain't getting going back. I'm surprised. Yep, there's a ramp. There's a ramp again. Let's see if we can get a right orbit. Got a right orbit. This is good signs. Let's start a race. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's try it again. Nope. Still a little too late.
Let's see what you got.
Ooh. Nope. Nope, nope. There's our race. Hey, Ping the Net. Greetings to you as well. Welcome back. Good to see you. Thanks for coming to check out Yield Hot Wheels. Let's try backhanding. I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off tonight, but we can... Oh, it's assuming we had decent aim there. I don't think that's going to work. Let's try one more time, maybe. If we can get some ball control back. Got a battle ready already. I mean, I know we can hit the ramp that way. Woo! Let's try it again. Nope. Not gonna happen. That's okay. It's not something to rely on, so for those that might actually play this in the arcade, it's not worth trying all that much in the arcade, because most of the ones I've flipped, well, the two that I've played, I have not been able to backhand the right ramp. Hey, Jedi McMuffin! Vroom vroom indeed, good to see you. Welcome in. Actually, you know, I'm glad you're here, Jedi, because I have a question for you.
My little cobra.
Oh, it's Cobra. It's my favorite. You mentioned at one point an extension that helps with the audio monitoring. Because what I've noticed is anytime you change the audio monitoring device, you have to redo all of the settings. Oh my goodness. Can we chill? Okay, let's see if we can backhand that one. Nope. Nope. Oh, they're gonna come back if I don't hurry. Nope. Nope. Yes, it's called audio monitor. You place it as a filter on each source and you can set it to any available output. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let me make a note of that. Yes. Again. Alright, so we can come back to that. Major Nerd Pinball. I cannot back on the right ramp on mine either. Okay, so that's 3 out of 3 that I've known about. Random Rich, I think I back into the right ramp once. That ramp is my kryptonite. Yes. You can choose to match the stream gain or a different amount of gain. That's cool.
It's your turn.
You know, most of the time I've got it. It's mostly the sources in OBS that actually have audio. Basically, with 2 sliders in each audio source, one that controls the stream output gain, and a second slider for the monitor level. Okay. Okay. Well, most of the time I just keep it level, because I want to hear what all of you are hearing. Yeah, it's the frustrating part of any time I change the audio device, I have to go into every single audio source in OBS and reselect and change the monitor off and then monitor and output, because otherwise all of you can hear it, but then I can't hear it, and that's really frustrating.
Bummer.
Because then I can't hear what alerts happen or any sort of thing. So I can hear stuff through Sammy when it kicks off. So like the rave music and like the static sound. So I hear the static, which clues me in that there's something happening, but I can't hear the actual video. So I'm hoping everything works. So I will apologize in advance if I miss like raids or follows or all that kind of stuff. Hopefully not. You can monitor a single source more than once too. I don't know why I'd want to do that, but that's good to know. But yeah, for those other Hot Wheels owners, the right ramp is also the bane of my existence. Can we just want to do Red Light Mania. I just want to earn 1 hero car before this game ends. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, it's looking like it might be. Oh, okay. Nope, man. Oh, we got lucky. But I am very much looking forward to the next code update. We got to stop. Also, Chaos, it's... Hold on. It's something... Okay, never mind. Oh, so you can have certain sounds played on the speakers on my garage as well as headphones if they're on. Yeah, I don't really see myself doing that, but it is cool to know that it's a feature. Also, car chaos, impossible for me to get like mid-20s in cars. Get mid-20s in cars. Oh, getting to car chaos? Is that what you mean? Or you like actually like starting car chaos? Because it's tougher for me. I usually don't get car chaos until way later in the game, so I've usually got to maybe 3 other hero cars before I actually, when I get that far, actually kick off car chaos. So you're not alone. The big thing is the car target that's up here. So that one is very helpful. You need 40 to qualify it. Yes, that is absolutely correct. You are 100% right. By default. You can change it, but by default to 40. Alright, see if we can backhand it. Nope. Oh, nope. Stay. Alright, fine. We'll take a loop. There's our restart. Hey, we didn't get the announcer. That's interesting. Rattle, rattle. Nope. There's a ramp. But oh my goodness, there are so many points in Car Chaos. If you can get Car Chaos going and use your ball save time early on to crank up your RPMs and then turbo, points aplenty. Actually, I mentioned that to Joe. That's this game is actually pretty well balanced as far as risk reward score point wise. So I mean, I think it would do fantastic in tournaments, except for Car Chaos. I think that mode is just all things considered, it's a little unbalanced as far as how much you can get out of that mode. However, it's also extremely difficult to get to in general, because again, you need 40 cars, and it's really tough to get that stack going, at least for me and most of us mere mortals, like myself. To be able to do Car Chaos and have a turbo, and get your RPMs up. Okay, we got past 6th place, so that means we can stack our loop and crash and victory lap.
Woo! Epic ramps!
Ooh, epic ramps.
Ooh, cars!
And cars. I don't like that cars. That's a tough one. So I'm not really going for super high RPMs right now. I'm just trying to get through the modes. But no, I'm very much looking to the Scorebit update on this. Which hopefully soon. Especially now that GTF is released somewhat. I don't know that many folks have them yet. Or if anybody has them yet. I stacked loops and Victor for the first time of the week. So fun. Awesome! Well, congratulations. I like doing that as well, when I can. The trick is you actually have to get to at least 5th place before you fully qualify loops, because if you don't, you're kind of screwed, because you have to actually hit the left orbit to get your 6th place, and you can't do that if your loop crash is already qualified. Yeah. No. Would you just...
Time to release havoc on Hot Wheels.
Oh, that was way late. There it is. There's an orbit. A loop. It's not so much an orbit. And ramp? Nope. 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 Oh. Crap. And because we drained, we lost our progress on the cars and ramps. But that's alright. We're not really trying for the epics. It's nice to get them done and out of the way, but I'm more worried about getting through the race and loot crash. It's doing the 2 of those, plus the track builder. That'll net us Shark Cruiser. Oh. That was just mean. Yay! Okay, now we just have to not screw up and not hit that left orbit before we finish the race.
Time for some looping and crashing.
Nice! Oh well. My bad.
Here's another ball.
I don't want another ball. I had enough. We got a mystery lit.
Ready to be epic.
Ready to be epic. It's Pops. You can do that one. Wow, that was like the worst multi-ball ever.
Epic pops.
Right on cue, right? 'Cause- yeah, exactly.
New track.
Blah, blah. Alright. Spinner hits. Green screen. Left out lane. That's alright, we're getting warmed up. We're relearning shots. I haven't played pinball in like 3 weeks. At least it feels like 3 weeks. Speaking of which, I appreciate all of you coming back in and checking out and hanging out and watching me at least initially suck at Hot Wheels. We'll get it together. Or not, maybe. Depends on what the slings say. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Galactic Tank Force, did anybody see if the thing sold up for it? Last I looked, it was, I think,
Epic feature ready.
there's like 43 entries left. Maybe less than that? Less than 50. Which I'm surprised. Because it does look fun. I unfortunately did not get to go to PPF to check it out. Alright, get out of jail free. Up the ramp.
Passing on the inside.
That was an attempt at a catch.
Stop is ready.
Second place. Okay, now we got our victory lap is ready. And victory lap is done. It is nice when you get the with this mode and the loop and crash stack, because basically you can shoot pretty much everything, and it's worth some points. Except for the right ramp, I guess, because it's only really helpful for wow. Okay, it's really helpful for this mode of the two.
Epic pops.
Yeah, go with Pops. And we got an extra ball. Add a ball coming in hot.
Epic feature ready.
That was quick. Alright. So we'll try and do a little bit of cradle separation. This tends not to go well when all 4 are in a single flipper like this. Well, I'll be damned. Another jackpot! Alright, fine. Didn't want that one anyway. It smelled bad. You know, I have to say, as much as I do like the Power and Stearns flippers, it's nice having a little bit more finite control with Williams style. I feel like I could do things a lot better. You know, skills permitting, of course. Like, yeah, like not that. Right before the fall, Brian. Right before the fall. And One more? Yeah, we got it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Darn it. I said Pinball. Yeah, pretty much.
Totally epic.
Good call, Jedi. Yeah, but yeah.
Start your
Yeah, I'll start the next race. So you can see with everything I've done so far, I'm really getting squat for score. Because our RPMs aren't very high. You know, we're not really trying for that yet, per se. Oh my goodness. It's just... So Jedi, since you only have your doggy soccer at the moment, did you sell your Hot Wheels? Or is it living at somebody else's house? You own one, didn't you? Right?
Epic feature ready.
Boom.
Ready for another round?
Yeah, not really, but okay, if we have to. Hot Wheels is a loaner and it moved over to a family fun center, which is now sold at. Aww. I get the worst flipper fade on my Hot Wheels while streaming. After 90 minutes, that right ramp is about impossible to hit. Really? If you know anybody who wants a whitewater, my neighbor is selling his. I cannot play that game. I have some personal issues with that. But I will certainly keep that in mind. It's one of those games that's pretty cool, but it's often like way overpriced for. It's like it's $6,000 for this whitewater. I'm like, okay, whitewater's fun, but it's not that good. Or $8K for a whitewater. I'm like, really? It's insane. No, I have a hard time playing whitewater because I actually was playing a whitewater when I found out my dad died. So now it's kind of that, you know, it's like you eat something and, you know, you kind of have that permanent, yeah, it's kind of the same with me with whitewater. I have not gone back and played. Actually, I take it back. I have played it once. It was a very weird experience. I'm in full protest mode with pinball prices right now. Yeah.
Smart police were God known for.
Yeah, I'm kind of same boat. I mean, there's lots of stuff I'm interested in, but the prices have just have gotten pretty bad. I mean, I love pinball. I love to own more tables, but like Foo Fighters looks amazing. I do really want to try Galactic Tank Force. That also, it does look fun. But yeah, the prices are just, whew. And, you know, everything is getting more expensive these days. Yeah, when I realized that the industry has gone full bananas is when Toy Story food does play great. There's a lot there I very much enjoy. And I kind of had a feeling it was going to be like that since it was coming from Jack Danger, and you know he streams and he's a regular player of pinball, and I think his tastes and my tastes are pretty closely aligned. Not that I know Jack all that well. I mean, I've never met him in person. GTF was fun as well. I love the B-movie footage and sounds. Reminded me of the Close to Command and Conquer Red Alert. Nice. I do want to give it a try. Whew. All right, we'll call it a draw. Yeah, it does look like it's campy fun. I was saying in the pinball Discord, it'd be cool if it kind of had that vibe of, you know, it's a little kid that's like playing make-believe with like the 50s era-ish toys of the spaceships and tanks and kind of that's the reason why that all looks kind of cheesy, is it's, you know, it's like a 6-year-old coming up with all of it kind of thing. Not that I'm saying, you know, a 6-year-old wrote it, but you get what I mean. Just that's why it's a little cheesy. So I think that'd be fun.
Ready to be epic.
You know, especially with the what's her name, Carrie something as the main baddie, and some of the insults and stuff she throws. You know, it seems like very playground insults. You know how to deal with losers. You know. We shall see, I guess. What really what got me thinking about it was all the ice cream modes, because something about saving ice cream, and I'm all, where's that come? This whole space tank battle thing, and how does ice cream fit in? That's what I didn't get. So again, that's, you know, it's, oh, kids saving the ice cream and doing a battle, because that's, you know, high stakes for kids. You know, save the ice cream. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll find out. Project Pinball, I think, still has the auction going. I don't know if it's done or not.
Dude, time to be epic.
You're mean. Look at me mean. Making me look bad. Actually, I'm making me look bad. Can't blame the game. It's my fault. I'm missing the shots. But yeah, I definitely want to get a chance to try it. I like to try all the new stuff. Albeit, next level again this summer. Hopefully they'll have some of the, oh my goodness. They'll have some of the tables there and I'll be able to check them out. Give them a few flips.
It is just
I know we like to finish battles. Less than ideal.
That new track is looking good.
So you, Jedi, you've got Sony, you've got the Alpha 6100, right? Not the 6000? Or do you have, I think you've got two, right? You have an Alpha 6000 playfield and an A7C. Got it, okay. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time with the focus hunting, as you can't tell with this. And that, it's a A6000.
Track multi-ball.
You know, I've looked online, I've done a couple settings. I don't know if
Right saucer to start free ball
the light's just too low on me, or you're just not dealing well with that. I can only get one in there.
Super jackpot.
Super jackpot! Nope. Nope. What focus mode? I got plenty of light. And I figured as much. I believe it's the AFC. And I've got it set to... I think I've got it set to zone in the middle. Because I've tried zone and I think I've tried wide. If you're doing spot or center focus, and maybe you just need to widen the box. Maybe that's... because I think I'm doing zone. The problem is, because it's in the teleprompter rig, it makes it really hard to mess with the settings. Jackpot! Why did I get jackpot? Oh well. And the mode comes to an end. Zone is pretty good usually. You can move the zone, maybe lower to your neck. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to just kind of set it down here, as opposed to being center. So if I'm off center, it's not focus hunting as bad. I guess I know it's the settings on my end, and I think a lot of it is just that I haven't played with it enough to figure it out. That's fine. It's well, anyways. I think you just leave mine at wide. Yeah. I should probably do that, set it to wide and maybe lower it, since, you know, I'm you know, always taking up most of the lower part of the frame. Yeah, you can see as I'm moving it, kind of, you get the little bit of the focus hunting a little. I used to use continuous autofocus, and I think that's what I've got. And there's also setting for how sensitive it is and how fast it does the transitions. Yeah. And that might be stuff I gotta play around with. Totally missed a restart. You know, let's do Red Light Mania. We haven't done Red Light Mania yet. I should say, let's try for Red Light Mania. Whee! Bouncy! Bounce, bounce. Mine doesn't hunt very much. My player cam is the A7C, which is way more autofocus points. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's doing a lot better than the Nikon I had, because the Nikon was... I actually prefer Nikon in general, but it's the limitations of the camera that I had that were problematic, because it would only do 60 frames at 720. Even though it was powerful enough to do more than that, you have to go up to the much more expensive models to do it. And they had a 30-minute limit on their live view, or the equivalent of the live view. So I had to do kind of this hacky workaround of rubber banding a piece of paper on the autofocus, so it was doing the half press. Yeah, stuff is annoying. Yeah, it's really annoying. But I know Nikon's a lot better than I do other cameras, just because I've, you know, my wife did photography for quite a while and used Nikons. Hey, we got in. I'm looking forward to Scorbit, because then eventually I can do things like this.
Red Line Mania.
Where I could turn these off. And you can see more of the color effects. At least for the intro.
Jackpot.
Or turn them red. Or both.
Jackpot. Jackpot.
We need right seltzer, left orbity shot. Use that. Hey, there's super. Woo! Quick, get more stuff. Quick, let's just miss everything.
Stand by while engine cools.
What video mode is Alpha 6000? I have no idea. I'd have to look. Are you talking with the, what is it, the X something mode? Right now it still feels kind of blurry. And it hasn't picked up on me very well yet. Okay. Eventually what I do is just get it set to full manual. So my problem is the video mode on the dial has the same options. Okay. So normal photography modes have aperture, perspective, priority, video modes on the dial same. Yeah, that much I knew. Because that's how I turn down the, well, I increase the aperture size. Is it? No. Increase the aperture size, decrease the f-stop. I always say it backwards. Yeah, it's something about you turn off the eye tracking if it's on. I don't think that's on. Again, I'd have to go and look. But it probably doesn't help that it's behind a pane of glass because of the teleprompter.
Another car pass. Great pass.
Which I know you're not streaming Pinball as much, but holy cow, a teleprompter is a big game changer. I'm honestly surprised George does not use one. I think it's absolutely fantastic. loops. And some loops. Oh, we got our first hero car of the night. We got that going for us at least.
Quick stop in the pits, then keep going.
Everybody just settle for a second. I do like shutter priority now. My lens is a manual aperture range. I lock it to f4, which is just as low as it goes. I set the camera, adjust ISO as needed. Yeah, mine goes to 2.8 or 2.4. I'll have to look.
I see a super ahead.
That didn't work how I wanted it to. Yep, there. Supposed to knock the other one off. I don't know if the camera adjust ISO is needed. Yeah, and I normally do that too. My problem is because it's relatively dark, the ISO tends to crank pretty high and it gets really grainy. So I try to avoid that if I can. But having an f-stop of 4, you're not letting in as much light as I am at 2.4, so you're going to get even more ISO, especially with the quicker shutter speed. Because, you know, it's a balance. I mean, it's the pyramid. There's auto ISO min and max you can set as well. Yeah, I don't know if I've got that much control on the 6000. I'm sure the A7C is well beyond the 6000 as far as those settings go. Yeah, start creature battle. That really wasn't all that helpful. It saved me a shot. Ooh. No! Hit the elbow. Out it went. Some of the settings are annoying, buried. The real secret is finding a YouTube video that teaches you how to set the FN menu setup to make this stuff easier. Yeah, well, that's one of the things I did now. So when you hit that function button, it has all the menus at the bottom, so it brings up all the settings, and then you can use just the controls and pick which one you want, and then go in and change it. You know, a lot of it too is it's hard because you have to understand some of the basics of photography in general. It's like, okay, you can lower the f-stop, but what does that really do? What does that mean? You know, it's okay, it's increasing the aperture size. All right, what does that do? Well, it changes your depth of focus, so that's why you get bokeh effects and on the background's all blurry. And you know, because if I increase my f-stop, in other words, shrink the aperture, it's going to do less focus hunting because it has a wider range of stuff that'll be in focus. So instead of changing a range that's this wide back and forth, it's going to be this wide and might not have to shift as much. So it's a game, right? And then because everything is LED now, you need to make sure your shutter setting's set to 160 or a multiple of 60. Otherwise you get flicker. And it sucks because most cameras it's like, it's 160 or 125. And I'm like, why 125? It should be 120. Because 120 would be nice. But, it's without everything, there must follow some kind of a pattern. Yeah. Well, a lot of it has to do with, you know, whether you're doing action shots or that kind of stuff, but the whole technology LED sort of thing, my news buddy Frank put together a nice short videography course. That's cool. I mean, I got, you know, I look into some of that, but there's other stuff too, and there's other things I could be doing that would make things better. Like actually having a 3-point light set up for me. Helped me understand what I was doing for the shutter speed. Yeah, and again, for the most part, especially for pinball, it's you kind of just set it and forget it. The only reason to deal with the shutter speed is just, again, to make sure it's a multiple of 60, so you don't get LED flicker. That's really the gist of it. But if you go higher, so if you go to like a 120, it is going to cut down on motion blur. So you'll see the ball will actually look sharper as it's traveling around the table, or me moving, whatever, it'll still be sharper. Even though I'm only broadcasting at 60 frames, the individual frames that the camera is taking will be sharper in general. But in doing so, you're also letting in less light because the shutter's not open as long, so you have to kind of counteract that by either having a larger aperture or a higher ISO or some combination of the two. So again, it's that triangle of exposure. Because otherwise it all comes out really dark.
That's not good.
Equivalent is an Ice Sigma. It's a nice Sigma 1850mm f 2.8 on it. I have to look and see what I've got. It might be pretty similar, I think. No, mine's. I'm trying to think. It's not. Mine's a prime lens, so this is a prime lens because I don't need zoom. I think it's a 35mm f 2.8, if I remember correctly. And for the playfield for you, it makes a little more sense having the zoom, but yeah. I seriously just need to take config backup. Yeah, once I get things dialed in, I should probably look at doing that too. I'm wearing ball 3. Just tempted to dump this one and start over. Ugh. Got a rattle. Eighth place. Triceratops again. Can we actually hit our shot? Going out? Nope. Oh, would you get in there? Nah, it's fine. If I had the cash to burn, well, yeah. If I had the cash to burn, sure. I wouldn't mind putting a ZV-1F 20mm prime on the player cam spot so I don't ever have to detach it. I want to take the A7C with me everywhere. But, you know, that's for my only thing with the 20mm is you're going to start getting fisheye. Because that's right about the point where you start getting it pretty bad. So you'll start getting some weird barrel distortion. So I would say maybe like a 22 or a 25. That and 20mm that's pretty it's pretty up there. So unless you're sliding your camera back, and I think your camera's back a little ways, so it should be fine. Well, I think that was tuned a bit. The ZV-1F doesn't have a detachable lens. Yeah. Yeah, well, and that is a full frame, right? I think it's a full frame. Yeah, because I think Manu's got a like a ZV like that. And that's what he uses for his player cam. I'm trying to remember what he used. I know it's a Sony, and I know it's like the Z series because he didn't. It was just the little camera he had off to the side. Just something else I could consider too is actually putting the camera over there.
The race is underway. Another position.
Hey, what's going on, Dieterp? Welcome back. And a Scoot Troop salute to you as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Yes, ZV-1. Okay, it's a crop sensor with a 2470 non-detachable lens. Okay, yeah, I knew it was like a ZV series. I just couldn't remember exactly which one. I think it was last time I saw him when he was streaming 3-volt watch. I mean, this is It was the before times, you know. It was I think it was fairly recent.
Boost.
Another car passed.
Ew. Oh, come on! Receive that red ramp now. There we go.
In ninth place.
Oh, epic ramps.
Ramps, oh boy. Z1F is 20 millimeters fixed. ZVE10, which is detachable. Those are crop sensors. Got it. And then there's the ZVE1, which is detachable but full frame. 2 million miles to me. Well, yeah. I mean, that is one of the things that I do like about Nikon is they had a pretty good system for the various models that they had. So the problem is, you know, I got the consumer level line because I saw it did 1080 and I thought it said it was 1080-60, but it's only 1080-30. But there is a site that will let you do hacked ROMs for Nikons, but they only do it for ones where they release a firmware update, and they never released a firmware update for the one I had. Because they had one where it would unlock the full-time live, it basically pulls the 30-minute timeout, and it unlocked 1080-60. ZVE1, which is Zinc, they took the sensor from the AS7 III and put it in there. It could do 40,000 ISO? Wow. Why would you want your ISO that high?
Let's play.
That same sensor is in George's FX3. Hey, if you want all the grain. I mean, I guess 40,000 or 400,000 ISO would be good if you're outside. But even then, if you're outside, I wouldn't see you needing to go quite up that high with the ISO.
Time for some
400,000, you're practically shooting in the dark. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's sure, but what's the... how much grain are you going to get in it when it's up that high? Or are you going to have to deal with AI interpolation and all that kind of stuff to counteract it, and... That is a... Okay, fine. I didn't want to super tap on that mode. Whatever. Be stingy. See if I care. Nope. Nope. No, settle.
To battle.
No. But yeah, I mean, it could shoot by candlelight if you really wanted to. It is a stupidly high ISO. It is impressive. And I guess that's where you'd really want that level of ISOs if you're doing some of those artistic shooting by candlelight type shots and you need that level of ISO to compensate.
Diabolical destruction grips Hot Wheels City in terror. Who is responsible?
And you don't want to do it through post-image editing and modifying the raw image after.
Who's responsible? Me.
I'm about to push the start button. I'm about to add a second player in. I already have a game running.
That's the subpar police we're God known for.
We're here to help.
Here to help. Boom. Oh! Stop that! I'm definitely looking forward to the next code update. From what I understand, this and Oktoberfest should be soon. Not that I have an Oktoberfest, but... Ah! Red Light Mania, come on. before. Not that one. There's a Red Light Mania. Woo! But I mean, so you imagine just turning down all the lights, so now you actually get the full flame effect. But I mean, I could do it manually now.
Jackpot! Jackpot! Jackpot!
Eventually, I want to do fun stuff like that. Especially for Rocky and Bullwinkle, because it is 4-bit connected. I'm pretty sure Menu's X-Men is as well. Or Avengers, excuse me, it's not X-Men. Hey, finally.
Stand by while engine cools.
AKA all the pinball strain. Hey, Hero Car! I do like that they added the cheer in a couple patches ago. And co-op. Co-op's nice.
New track.
There's so much new pinball lately. It's hard to keep track of it all. I think Carl was streaming Godfather again earlier tonight. Imagine he was blowing that up. As is his way. Let's see, what do we need to do? We need a battle letter. I guess we can just hit something for that.
You think you're brave? Let's find out.
Oh, not Cobras! I guess we can get it over with. I'll also just get it over with. Cobras.
They can also fly?
Okay, red orbit. That's a ramp. Oh, half ramp. That's a saucer. I get the two on the left. Or not.
One got away.
Of course it did. Okay, there's a ramp.
They can also fly?
Yeah, you said that already. There's another one.
Caught one.
Hey, man, go for turbo boost.
I want to go for turbo boost. I want to get my double done with. Ah! Ugh. Interesting people. We have identical GC scores. 3.7 billion to. I'm the idiot who accidentally put in 37 billion and score bit. Ooh. You know, just reach out and ask them to change it. They can go in and just modify it, especially if you have a score or if you have a picture. They can go in and change it. This is my post reset. I think my personal best is like 7 billion. I had a good car chaos. Sorry, not to completely brain on your parade. Apologize if it came off that way. Wasn't my intention. But yeah, car chaos is that's the mode. What do we need to do? Okay, recover prod, race. Ah! Okay, good pit stop. Shoot. Nope. That's coming back. No. Oh, twice. I haven't. I have, and they haven't done it in 3 months. Guess they could care less. Yeah. Oh, are you talking to Scorbit? I mean, you know, they've been pretty busy. I know, talking with Jay, they are, a lot of their programming team was based in the Ukraine, and they've got a lot of stuff going on. Scoreboard that is. Okay, yeah, it took me a minute, sorry. Hell, streamer brain.
Epic ramps.
I think it'll be a bigger deal once Scorbit comes around, but hey, it just gives you an opportunity to beat it, right? That worked out well. Yay, trust post. Thanks, Pulsar.
Ready for another round?
Sure, why not? Ooh, let's do T-Rex. We haven't actually finished T-Rex. Yeah. Maybe, or Gorilla. I gotta get it together, folks. I was saying earlier, we're supposed to be getting better. Move, Matt. Move, Matt. Poor Matt. Alright, real pinball stance now. So normally when I'm playing on stream, I'm standing on one leg on them. I'm doing this like you can see my feet, but I'm usually leaning on one leg or something like that. I'll have to get a cocktail. Alright, well, enjoy. Have one for me. I'm sticking it on to alcohol tonight. At least for now.
Why? Because I'm evil.
Well, that's
Let's assume the position.
God known for.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Jedi.
We're here to help.
Ding! Well, I mean, a lot of it is I can nudge a lot easier when I'm standing, you know, flat-footed.
Start your engines.
Yeah, balance-wise, I'm not leaning on the table as much. This is probably better for my wrists anyway. Try to get on myself about that last time I was streaming, if not leaning all weight on the table. That did not go well. I will still contest this is a fantastic first table for anybody. I think you can still actually order these. I think there's might still be in production. I'm not sure with Galactic Tank Force out now. And then again, it's been, what, 3 years now? This came out March of 2020. Pit stop is boom.
So, you think you're brave. Let's find out.
Alright. Hey, there we go. Finally. I'll start a builder and track builder, multi-ball, and a battle.
Multi-ball. Shoot right saucer to start 3-ball multi-ball.
Why is the... Yeah, turbo should be lit. I mean, it should be at least purple, because I don't think I've hit that for the battle yet.
Oh, dude, ready to be epic.
It'd be nice to collect that, especially since it's cars, and I hate that one. Hey!
Totally epic.
Woo! Nice little post-Laz there. Oh my goodness! Can I just hit something over there? Has anybody else seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie yet? Anybody go watch that? For the price, my Hot Wheels Deluxe seems like a steal now. I'm pretty sure mine's a deluxe. Oh, come on, that should have hit.
Direct hit.
Well, I guess I did already clear it. That's why it wasn't there. No! Come on. Just,
Ready to be epic.
just. Oh, did it finish? I think we ran out of time. Bill from Memphis, hey, welcome back. I saw it today. Awesome. I did see it earlier today too. I'll stay spoiler free. But what'd you think?
Nice pass.
Yeah, the kiddo's got friends that are in the D&D club at her school, and she's very much, you know, fixated on it. With a friend in high school days with whom I play D&D. Nice. I think that'd be an ideal way to see it. Yeah, I took the kiddo to see it today. She was,
Pops.
she's joining the D&D club that meets like once a week. And she didn't know about the movie or anything, so she knew I used to play it, and I'm like, kiddo, I played it like back in second ed, so I have not played it anytime recent, and the rules are a little different now than they were back then. You know, and it's very much a different vibe. You know, you don't get nearly as much loot now as you did back then, from what I'm reading. You know, there's not really as much magical items. But then again, back then you needed them when you got into harder levels. I thought it was entertaining. It was a good movie. It wasn't like, oh my god, best movie ever, but I didn't want my money back. I wasn't upset about it. I definitely found some of the Easter eggs entertaining. Especially with the kids from the cartoon, or the characters from the cartoon. Yeah, seeing them run around in the one scene, which that's in the preview, so I'm not really spoiling it for anybody. Did they get the D&D lore right? I'll say it's okay. So it's a little interesting because if you watch the movie, right, other than specific call-outs and like Easter eggs, you wouldn't really know it's a D&D movie, right? I mean, it could be just this is a universe set in Lord of the Rings or something, and it's a side story, whatever. And it's that kind of vibe to it in general. I mean, it's just, you know, it's typical high fantasy, you know, Lord of the Rings, whatever. You know,
Let's play.
but they do throw out some Easter egg-ish type stuff for those that are familiar with D&D, specifically Forgotten Realms. Because most, well, I should say most, a good chunk of it does take place in Neverwinter. Yeah, I think for the most part it was okay, but there were some liberties. I mean, you kind of have to get a little rules lawyer with it, which, you know, says clearly here in the player's handbook on page 43 that blah blah. You know, so I would say yes, but they took a couple liberties. Like they had, you see in one of the previews, so the druid shapeshifts into an owlbear. Well, they can't do that in the rules, because they can only shapeshift into regular beasts, and an owlbear is a monstrosity, so normally a druid wouldn't be able to shapeshift into an owlbear. Like a regular bear, sure, but not an owlbear. I mean, that's the kind of stuff you'd have to, like, really nitpick at. There were a couple other minor things too, but, you know, again...
Thank you, Elagos. You were really tying the chat room together.
Hey, Elagos.
Another car pass.
Yeah, I can hear the alerts. That's good. It doesn't detract from the movie at all. And there's enough other fun Easter eggs, and I mean, it is a comedy adventure. You know, it's not a serious tone adventure at all. They didn't have a cleric. No, they did not have a cleric.
Boost ready.
But with new D&D rules, you're not really as dependent on needing a cleric or a healer. Because now, and the reason I know this is because the kiddo wants to play. I've been reading we got one of the starter guide book things. So I've been reading the 5th ed, and now apparently after a full rest, you regain all your health. So as long as you survive the encounter, and you can do a full rest, you kind of really don't need the cleric anymore.
I didn't think anyone could catch all of those.
Yay, we did it! The previews definitely had me interested. Did I see Tetris? I did not see Tetris. Not yet, anyway.
Hey man, you're out of boost.
Not a boost? Oh no. We're almost to Redline Mini again. I was wondering if I should work on that. Not waste the RPMs. Well, we've got them. I got pit stop. So I would recommend it. I mean, especially for anybody that's actually played Dungeons and Dragons, it's worth seeing. It was entertaining. Tetris has to be my favorite movie so far this year. I'll have to check that out. Actually, one of my former bosses, this a long time ago, was from Russia, and he was actually friends with the guy that invented Tetris.
Player one.
And the bees. Crap! Oh, stupid bees! Get out of here! Alright, I guess I'll take this one. So what was it, Elagos, that you liked about the Tetris movie? What was the... I did say B. I guess so. What was it about it that just kind of made it click to be the favorite movie? I enjoyed watching D&D Mode, and a lot of it was I just enjoyed my kids' reaction to a lot of the stuff. You know, because like I said, she's joining the club, so she's kind of getting D&D more, and we bought the starter kit to kind of get her familiar with the rules before she's joined the club. And I used to play a lot when I was, you know, closer to her age. I was ended up being DM, so I'll probably DM for her at some point this week, just so she's had a preview. But she didn't know the movie was out or coming or anything else, so she saw the movie and she's like, oh. So the two of us went to go see it this morning. Mom opted out. She's like, yeah, you guys can go have the geeky fun. Oh, really? Really? It was unexpected in the pacing, overall tone. It was well presented, kept me interested completely. Interesting. I mean, I know a little bit about the real story with the guy that created it and kind of didn't get credit for a long time. He had to kind of battle to get it, and the rights were really weird. I played them all when I was in high school. D&D, D&D Oriental, Turtles, Robotech, Palladium, Cyberpunk. Yeah, we did Palladium. I did Cybertech a little bit. Didn't do Robotech. I had Star Wars. Never played it though. I had the books for D&D Oriental, but by that time the group was kind of broken up, so I didn't have anyone to play adventures with. And I didn't have a lot of the source books. I just had like it was kind of like the old school, because again, this is second ed, so it was like the arms and equipment guide, and the paladin guide, and the whatever guide. There was one specifically for, like, for like ninjas. There's the ninja handbook, and then I also had the Oriental Adventures, which is like the player's handbook, but just specifically for the Oriental Adventures. This is Lord of the Five Rings. Or maybe it was during Lord of the Five Rings. I can't remember. I think maybe that was after Wizards bought TSR and they incorporated Lord of the Five Rings into the D&D Oriental Adventure. Anyways, I have to go look. But I was looking at my book, my poor player's handbook, second ed handbook is that poor thing is just, it's seen so many better days. But a lot of it was playing, trying to do high school at lunchtime, and you only had 45 minutes at a time, and it was really hard trying to get everybody together for it at the same time, and a lot of us were in band, so it's like, oh, you just meet after school. It's like, after school we've got band. And then a whole homework thing. No, I do miss playing. I'm gonna look into some tools and stuff, see what other sort of visual options exist. Woo! Woo! That was hot. Because again, back in my day, we had graph paper. We didn't have figures, we had graph paper.
Look out for those cars.
Alright, Starboard Lamania. These get one hero part of this game. What about our school, Major Drain?
Red Line Mania.
Yeah, a lot of people are kind of, I don't know. I've been reading a lot of stuff, and they say, "Oh, if you're trying to get somebody, don't start them with D&D." And I'm all, why not? I don't know if there's like drama or something going on with Hasbro, or no, but I've been reading the intro player's handbook guide that comes in the starter kit. And they've changed some stuff. And I think a lot of it has to do with, them changing, like, some of the racial abilities and, like, the way perception works. And it's like, oh, yeah, then you do just, like, 10, and then it's, like, plus whatever modifiers. I'm like, oh, you're supposed to memorize that. Why am I just doing a wisdom check? So it's like they kind of simplified it in some ways, but then they made it more complicated in others. Depending on what, do they have specializations, or
Hey, banana breath.
I guess feats went away. Ugh. We need that right card target. I don't want to hit it from the slipper. It's bad news.
New news.
New news.
Gorilla is escaping on the ramps. Get him.
Trying. There's one. Up and over.
He's riding the ramps.
Nope. No. No. Woo, did it. Airball.
So in.
Yay! We finished the battle the right way.
New track.
Always good when that happens.
Now in ninth place.
There's 8th place. 7th place. Did we do Track Builder yet? I don't think we did Track Builder this game yet. That sucks.
Track added.
Ugh. Stay in there. That didn't help. And let's get 6th place out of the way, because then we might be able to do a stack boot crash and victory lap. Ooh. Settle down there. Settle down. What do we need? Do one more ramp for the epic? Guess we could do that. Hey, Bobcat! Do-do-do! Advanced hack. Oh, we need 6th place. Oh, I need 6th place. We have to collect, so we gotta collect our epic. We got the 6th place. Let's see if we can do that first.
Nice pass.
Got 5th place. That shot always makes me nervous. For good reason. Oh, come on. Thank you.
In 5th place.
Get ready for my next creature.
We're almost starting the battle. I got a battle going.
That new track is looking good.
I played AD&D. The only experience I had at any later was the Neverwinter Nights computer game. Yeah, and I've got that. I actually want to go and play through all those. Like Baldur's Gate. Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! I guess we could do Track Builder. Maybe. If I can hit the shot. We got a multi-ball to help save us.
Track complete.
Yeah, did you do AD&D or AD&D Second Ed? Because from what I understand, there's a difference.
Let loose on that T-Rex.
Shoot right saucer to start 3-ball multi-ball.
Okay, we should get that one back. Ooh.
That was totally epic.
Hey, we got him! We collected it. Okay, get out of the way. We need that. Okay, now we can hit the spinners again.
Fire the cars again.
And now we did the ramp.
One more load should do it.
Oh boy.
Epic feature ready. Head to Draven's Tower or the build zone.
57 years old, high school class 84. AD&D, not Second Ed. Got it. You got a couple years on me.
Yeah, direct hit.
Super jackpot.
Yay! Super jackpot. Well, you know, we can work on epics while we're here. Maybe. We can qualify more. We need to hit the ramp for that.
Ready to be epic.
Ugh.
Another jackpot.
Another jackpot. Ramp.
Jackpot.
Oh no! That sucks.
Hey, epic loot.
And cars.
Cars.
Ugh. Yeah, here, I was class of 95, so I'm not exactly part of the young crowd either.
Time for some looping.
I'm still curious why everybody's like very anti-learn D&D kind of thing. I don't know if it's beef with Hasbro or what. Okay, that worked. Okay, that's a catch. No. Oh, the slings are so super sensitive. No! Oh. Did we finish cars? Or we finished cars? I only need loops.
Head to the crash zone.
We need 3 more? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! We had cars done! No! We had cars done! Dang nabbit. Oops. A little too much on that one. Alright, well, if we can get victory lap done, that'd be good, because then we can pick up an extra ball. Because we could use one right about now. Or not. I feel like we did a little better in that one. We're connecting the dots a little more. We're getting there. We're baby stepping. We're doing the work. Okay. We didn't quite get there on the initial shot, but... Actually, you know, I'm thinking about it. No, somebody's doing something. Hopeless Hangout, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Woo! Commander, I think you were saying this. You had issues with the flipper fade on yours? Because I thought these were dual wound coils. I'll have to look. Because if they're dual wound, you shouldn't have heat problems. At least not nearly as bad as Stearns. Ooh! We're able to pull it off. Come on, we need the M. There's the M. Ooh!
Red Line Mania.
Loosen up a bit. Next jackpot, 3 million. Alright. See if we can actually hit one. There's one. There's another one.
Jackpot. Jackpot.
Oh, we got the saucer. Okay, what do we need? Just left orbit? Okay. We can work with that. Super!
Super Jackpot.
Woo! No way we're getting a double. No way. That was awesome. That was the first time I've been able to pull that one off. 130 million, that's it? I thought I was going to do better than that, because I actually did more than just the super. Yeah. Not that I'm complaining, we did get the super. And the hero car, which is really the important thing. And the 2x playfield multiplier, which is the other big important thing. Yeah, they get pretty hot on mine when I'm streaming. I saw Clifford about of trouble in his stream about a week ago too, if Fate on was it. It's really interesting. I'm curious if I got me wanting to take a look at the coils and see if they're dual wound or not. Now, did you mess with the flipper strength at all? Or are they running stock? Because I generally haven't had issues with mine. But if they're dual wound, it should be pretty low voltage. Yeah, running stock. Huh. Again, not that I don't believe you, it's interesting. I thought that was the main premise behind having Williams flippers, is you wouldn't have to deal with flipper fade. Because that's what I've noticed at Stearns. I'm gesturing to the right because that's where my Stearns are. You know, flipper fade is kind of correlates to how much power they run them at. So they max out at 255 for the power rating. The closer you're at to that 255, what I've noticed is the faster the flipper fade kicks in, which makes sense because it's running more power through them more frequently. Because it doesn't do partial power, it pulses power with the stern. Whereas dual wound coils, it's a lower voltage and it's a separate coil, so in theory, it shouldn't get hot if you're holding the flippers.
Time to release havoc on Hot Wheels City.
I don't feel like I've had flipper fade issues with this. But then again, you know, it's also an accuracy problem.
Gonna throw those cars at us. Yeah, I think he is.
We need the car targets. No. And now I'm hitting the left loop. It's like, I don't want to hit the left loop, I want to backhand the car targets.
Watch it, pal.
Yeah, I know. I was pushing it a little.
New track.
Well, that's interesting. Part I'm trying to intentionally miss, and I'm actually hitting the loop now.
Watch out. He's throwing cars.
Here's one.
Hey, banana breath.
Backhand that one.
Whoa, that almost
One more. Hit the one on the left.
Turbo boost ready. Epic
There we
feature
go.
ready.
I've got the two ramps.
New news. The gorilla
Totally
was
missed
last
it.
seen on the
Totally
ramp.
missed it.
He must be
Not enough oomph. Get up there.
He's right on the ramps.
Got the drop catch there. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
my creature.
You would know right away it jumps out of the back of the right ramp every time. Yeah, see, and granted it's a little slower, but you know, you just saw it'll still make it around, and we've been at it for an hour and a half now. It's interesting. Maybe they switched flipper technology part through? I don't know if you had one of the first... Oh, goodness, wow. Thanks, Bull Save. If you have one of the first early runs, or was a later run, ooh, that had spin.
The pit stop is ready.
Yeah, one of the first 200 machines. Interesting. Ah, I gotta save that. I gotta try it harder. Oh no, I gave it back. Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I was in the first 500 too. Mine was just after the point where they started putting these on stock. So I'm guessing yours was before these were stock. And they had to send you the little brackety things for your ramp exits. Yeah. Oh, just go up the orbit already. Oh.
Epic feature ready.
Yeah, we had the, it was before the ramp mod fix, yeah. So I'm guessing you have it on yours now. How bad of an issue or how frequently was that a problem? I'm curious. So mine came with it, so I don't know if it was an all the time thing, if it was every once in a while.
Yeah, man. Ready to be epic.
For me, part of the issue is getting the weird ejects out of the vertical up kick in the back. They'll get a wild kick out and it'll hop off the rails and bounce out to the center instead of coming down. 25 maybe wasn't so bad on mine. Oh, okay. Ooh, extra ball. Yeah, we need that. Maybe. Yeah, we'll take that. Thanks.
New news.
I'm still looking forward to the new code update. Make some all the green screen stuff go away, or at least hopefully most of it.
Wait until you see my next creature.
Alright, start Triceratops and Truck Builder. One of the three we need for, yeah, see, green screen.
Multi-ball. Shoot right saucer to start.
Yeah, we got it.
Multi-ball.
Woo! Epic ramps. Hey, here they come. Loops.
Jackpot.
Oop, that didn't work out well. Oh, we got it back anyway.
Oh, watch out for the horns.
Yep, that was... We'll save him that one.
Hit. Nice.
Okay, am I... Okay, I was like, why do we not have the turbo arrow split? Yay, I finished our battle.
Super jackpot.
Yay!
Jackpot.
Let's finish him off.
What do we need? 3 and 3? Yep, that's out.
Jackpot.
Woo! Well, that's interesting to know. Oh no, don't go up there! Finish the race first. Maybe pick up a second hero card and another extra ball. Okay, now we need third. Backhand second, maybe. You can see we've got Loop Crash prepped. That's why it's over here, the the red arrow over here. My magnet died after about 200 plays, but on that, some occasional fade, machine's been solved. Yeah, the only issue I've had is the RPM target. There's the big cable that feeds in that does the RPM in some of these lights. That has a tendency to work its way loose and fall off. That's been the only mechanical problem. No, I take that back. The ground loop isolator they shipped on mine was bad, and they had the left and right speakers swapped in the amp in the back, and that's the only mechanical problems I've had on this table. You know, I swapped out the ground loop isolator with a better one that I like, that's a lot smaller, and then I just swapped the wires on the amp. But yeah, I'm with you there. It's been a very, very solid table. Hey, Mega Cammy. Welcome back. Good to see ya. We got second place. Now we got both modes stacked. And if we can start it without draining. No? Okay. Alright. We'll do track build and then we'll just ski jump over. Assuming we get a good eject. Or not. Oh, come on, I just want to hit the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We were right there. That's right, they're still qualified. I just hate burning the extra ball.
Player, shoot again.
How's your Jurassic Park treating you? You getting better? Getting farther? Most importantly, you still having fun with it? There we go. Super skill shot. And a terrible race time. Yeah, 142. Wow. Actually, I think that's my new PBR.
Victory lap multi-ball.
I don't remember getting a minute 42. That's okay. It remembers for me, then I don't have to. Why are you ball searching me? Oh, because it was stuck in the magnet. Like, why are you ball searching me? I don't have it. It's removed, get table. Did I just get out of the ball? Are we in a 6-ball multi-ball right now? The maxed out pack? I don't have turbo boost running.
Yeah, man, that was totally epic.
Okay. we earned... We qualified, fulfilled, and completed the epic, and I didn't even realize it. Nothing but complaining. New news what? What new news? Why is there new news? Do I have an extra ball already? Park up there on the magnet for a minute. Oh, stand! Bonk. Nope, that's not gonna go high enough to count. Still not good at Jurassic Park, but I do better with Star Wars. Nice! Knowing's half the battle. Just new news, that's all. Okay.
Extra ball is lit.
Oh, come on. I hit that. You all saw that. I hit that.
Shark Cruiser.
Hey. We'll take that. We'll need it.
New news.
New news.
Extra ball.
The new news hour. Yep. Ooh, you know what? We should probably do Red Light Mini again since unless this is Car Chaos. Well, restore creature battle. That's fine too. I'm okay with that. March is closer to Draven. Oh my goodness, I really want to collect cars right now. Oh my gun! Oh my... Oh, that was just wrong. I dug it out of there only to have it climb out of the outlane. I made Captain Spam.
Nice job, my man.
New news. Same player, shoot again.
Yeah, I'll say. I worked hard to save that. I'm more bummed of using the Cars epic, because that was a pain in the butt to get. Part of me is really thinking I should, because I'm so close, go up to third gear. Might as well just crank up the points, right? Go to the 3x multiplier. Because why not?
Red Line Mania.
Line Mania.
Jackpot.
Yeah, you got one of the hard ones.
Jackpot. Jackpot.
Got the other hard one.
Jackpot.
Way too late. Come on, we need the right orbit. That one. Anti-air defense of myself. Hey, there's a super.
Super Jackpot.
There's another one.
Jackpot.
Ooh, 210 million. Hey, cracked a bill. First time tonight. Third gear. What do you think I should do? My brand new Stern Star Wars has a spot where the playfield is chipping off. Every few days another piece chips off and it's going to be a pretty big spot now. How long have you had it? Because my suggestion would be to take pictures and contact Stern. Having been through this with my adventures, take a couple pictures of the playfield spot, especially if it's where
It's your turn.
metal rubs or whatever. Almost 2 weeks. Yeah, I would definitely take pictures. Take pictures of your serial number and the assembly date on the back of the machine, and contact Stern. I had that happen with the Avengers. It was the ramp over on the right side near the Ant-Man kickout and the orbit. It was rubbing and actually wore all the way down to the playfield. They shipped me a blank playfield. And I ended up selling it later, and I just included the playfield with it, which I'm kind of kicking myself. I almost kind of wish I would have kept it. But, you know, it kind of felt like because I put in the ad that it was included, so I would have been like, yeah, I got to give it out. But yeah, I would say contact Stern. They will very likely ship you a blank playfield, and you'd have to do playfield swap yourself, or pay someone to do it. But at least that way you've got a replacement. Just make sure if they do go that route and you do get a replacement, and you go to store it, make sure you store it flat. Thanks, hope they can help me out even though I'm in Tasmania. Hey, you bought it. You should be able to, you know, that's not something you can contact your distributor, and your distributor might be able to do the connection. But for me, when I talk to my distributors, is just go to Stern directly. I mean, I'm happy to do it, but they tend to listen to the individuals over the distributors, and they tend to get back to them faster. But you know, keep in mind, it may not be super fast. I think when I had my Avengers, I think it was like 3 months in, I noticed the issue, and that's when I opened it. And it was like 2 to 3 months before they shipped it. But it was entirely cosmetic. I wasn't, you know, stressing that it didn't make the machine unplayable. When I had an issue with my Guardians, and it was the mechanism for the orb drop target wouldn't kick the drop target down. They were much faster turnaround for that. But, you know, it's a much smaller piece. So I basically just put the old one in there and shipped it back. But yeah, I would say it's worth reaching out to Stern because they may just ship you a blank playfield. And it baffles me that after this length of time, Stern still has not learned to put washers underneath the legs on all of their rails to prevent this sort of thing from happening. Because what it is they hammer the rails into the playfield with the wedges, and there's usually pieces at the end that don't have it. And as the ball's hitting it, it rubs on the table and rubs, wears through the playfield, eventually wears all the way down to the whitewood. So, yeah, I would say you contact your distributor. A washer would have totally prevented the spot from shipping. This has been an issue since Deadpool, or even earlier, and for some reason Stern still doesn't see to put just a washer underneath those. They've probably sent out more playfields and cost them the cost of playfields than it would be just to pay for the washers and avoid the whole problem to begin with. So, I understand it's cutthroat, but at some point you kind of have to look penny wise, pound foolish over there at Stern. So if anybody at Stern's watching this, pay attention and spend an extra little bit of money, because it might actually save you money in the long run. Anyways, what are we doing? We're making progress. We've got 3 battles done. What do we have? 37 cars, so we're almost to... Can you put a piece of mylar over to cover, prevent further chipping? I mean, that's also possible. You can take a look at that. Also, they make... there's repair kits that you can do. So, if assuming it hasn't gone down to the whitewood and it's only just chipped through the clear, so in other words, it's only down to barely above the paint, there is an option where they send like a little bottle of clear that you can dab over it. So you can kind of raise the rail a little bit, dab it with the stuff, and it'll kind of fill in and help save it that way. But yeah, the only option I've seen is that they send out a replacement blank playfield, which means you're pulling all the hardware from one and putting it on the other. Which is, I mean, it's... Ugh, that was a waste. It's not, the whole pictures come off the code, the wood is spelled. Okay, so yeah, it's down to the whitewood, so yeah, the only thing they could do is send you a whole new playfield. Which is what they did for, again, for my Avengers that I had. The Infinity Quest, not the old Avengers.
Same player?
So, again, I can't guarantee that's what they're going to do for you. I'm not Stern, I don't know what their policy is, if it's changed, whatever. But like I said, take a couple pictures. I sent them 2 pictures from 2 different angles so you could kind of see where it was at. Definitely send them a picture of the serial number on the back and the ship date, either in 1 or 2 separate pictures. And just contact your distributor first, because they may be able to help you since you're in Tasmania. If they kind of go, ooh, you can contact Stern directly and that you might have some better luck. But yeah, I don't know, you being in Tasmania, if that's going to impact. So, thanks so much. You're welcome, and I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. Hopefully it is just cosmetic. Oh, somebody's doing something. Who's doing something? Barbaric Rappy? Or is it Barbaric Crappy? I don't know. To help me out here if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. Anyways, thank you for following, either way. We only need like 3 more cars, right? There it is. That should be Car Chaos. And we have a turbo. So if... Oh, we've got extra all of it too. That we need even more. That hurt. That hurt. Oh, Ghost. Thank you for gifting this up to me, Tammy. Pepsi, please! Oh, drink quick! Drink quick! Thank you. We need to get our, we need to hit the right saucer so we can do Car Chaos. Just like that. And Amiga Canon, by the way, now you too can weird flex anywhere you like on Twitch.
Car Chaos!
Woo! Car Chaos!
Where's everyone going?
Car Chaos! We need car targets. Hit car targets. We got it. All save time already? That was quick.
Well done, Eligos 88. This is flex number 17. We are
17?
all a tiny bit impressed.
Wow. Thought everybody's sleeping on that one and got the, earned the weird flex, so that sucks. Alright, we got a third hero card. Oops, sorry, that was a question. Hang on, let me trap it. Okay. Whew. Did I see that Pepsi's changed the logo? I did, and they're making it look like the old ones, where it actually has the Pepsi in the middle of the color. That's the logo I grew up with. I remember when it used to be on the bottle cap, and then I remember when it changed to it was just over or under color. The 17 Fleck is indeed, and there's one that'll actually earn you 10. So the bigger word flex will earn you 10. The channel point reward. Bill from us, how do I feel about ChatGPT, etc.? I think it's been a long time coming. It's definitely interesting technology. I have used ChatGPT myself for quite a few simpler tasks. Especially... What? It's interesting. It's doesn't have the correct hero card split up, but that's okay. Hey, hello, Polo. How's the day? What's going on? Well, we're playing pinball. I, for one, welcome our ChatGPT overlords. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Squilito. Welcome back. So yeah, I mean, I'm not as fearful as other people are. You know, there's definitely, you know, some. Oh my goodness, we got lucky there. There's definitely some moral gray area when it comes to AI, right? You know, it's been a while. It has been a while. But it is definitely good to see you. You know, as with anything, as with any tool, it can be used for good or evil. And, you know, it's just a matter of using stuff responsibly is really what it comes down to. You know, a lot of AI-generated fake images and...
My little
oh boy, Cobras. That's 2 down.
just got another.
Okay, don't do that. Ugh. Okay, right ramp. No! Oh, no, goodness. I nudged that one out. If I wouldn't have done anything, it would have been fine.
Really saw that going differently.
Alright, we got one ball left. I don't think we can earn another. Maybe for score?
New news. Same player,
So we've got
again.
4 epic modes and Draven to get back to Legend Multiball. I've been there, so I don't know if all of you have seen it, but I have been there once. Our camera's on manual focus now, so it won't be going, assuming we make it. We'll try our best. It won't be going in and out of focus the whole time. I like where those sit. Yeah, I can hang with that.
Yeah, man. Ready to be epic.
There's one more. Almost ready to start Draven. We actually have to hit the letters. It doesn't spot them if you just hit any one of them now. Actually, I can hit the stand-up and that'll give it to you.
Ready for another battle?
Dude, epic cars.
That bounce. That needed to go into the saucer.
New track is looking good.
Ooh, that'd be good. I don't know if we can do that, though. If we can do track builder while we're in Draven, that would be nice.
My creatures.
So for this, we have to hit the stand-up target, and then we have to alternate between hitting 2 letters and a car stand-up. And we eventually eliminate them all until we get to the end of the mode, then we hit a scoop, and that finishes it off. To start with, we have to hit that scoop on the right, aka Draven's Tower. Yeah, and you have to actually finish the mode. So unlike all the other battles, that being a mini wizard mode, you actually have to finish the battle. It doesn't just grant it because you drain. It will keep your progress, but you actually have to finish the mode.
Very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Elikos, since you gifted that, and I know you've told me this many times, what's your initials, bud? We'll get it back in here. There's a D something, right? If I didn't put you to sleep. Hopefully not. I mean, you're kind of on the edge there. Come back, Elikos. Hello, Polo, on a 3 consecutive watch stream this month. You started a watch streak. Well, thank you so much. Elikos, come back. I know. Because I can never remember. I mean, I think I put his initials in like 16 times and I can never remember what they are. Unfortunately, we don't have much of a timeout because, you know, American Pinball is smart about it, and, you know, if you're pushing stuff, they don't force a timeout on you, at least not that I've seen. Alright, I'm gonna take him. Is that new Godzilla Special Edition VPX table a real thing, or is it April Fool's joke? If it was announced yesterday, I would assume it's an April Fool's joke. I know there is a Godzilla table out there, but it's not the actual rules, it's just, you know, the table. I think, what's his name, put it together. We did Deadpool 2, we did some of the other newer Sterns. That it's kind of, it's the same layout and it's more of a tribute of, but doesn't have the exact same rule set as the official Stern. So I would assume April Fool's joke. That and a special edition VPX table, there's not really so much of a special edition about them.
Diabolical destruction grips Hot Wheels City in terror. Who is responsible?
So yeah, I would say it's probably an April Fool's gag. I've got the Stern mashup, which is really good. Stern mashup. Stern mashup?
Well, that's the subpar police we're
I have not seen that one.
Don't worry, Sheriff. We're here to help.
Yeah, where are you going, Matt? Stay here. All right. Yeah, we'll give it one more. We'll give it one more, and then we'll call it a night. Just one more decent one. If it's a crappy one, you know, again, we'll try it again. Godzilla Stern mashup VPX table on BB Universe. Now, I have not seen it. Although, to be fair, I do not regular VP Universe frequently, at least not as much as I probably should. I have debated on doing some virtual pinball streaming, but I'd almost kind of like to wait until after I have my pin controller together.
Save me a slice for later.
Let's do the RPM targets. Let's get that out of the way. Or build track. That's fine too. Let's give me the ball. I became a golden member of their show. Yeah, and that's awesome. Well, thank you for supporting DP Universe. I think I'm over there as a VIP, as a content creator. But yeah, I probably should start donating more, just because I know that hosting, downloading sites can get expensive. So I think am I paying? I think I'm paying also above and beyond the content creator access. I'd have to look. Listen, I'm not on there nearly as often as I probably should be for virtual pinball. Oh, come on! See one more hit. There it is. There's a Relay Mania. No, but it's good that you're a gold member. So I can thank you on behalf of VP Universe. Red Line Media. There's so much going on in that world.
Jackpot! Jackpot!
I mean, there's new tables coming out all the time.
Jackpot!
And don't know, I love seeing all the recreations and the homages, all that stuff, but I also like seeing the original stuff too, you know? People are super creative on rule sets and layouts and, you know, maybe borrowing some ideas here and there, but I'm sort of pseudo designing my own. I haven't had much time to work on it yet. Would I be interested in being on Todd's Play Games More Discord server to do arcade score challenges and play online games with us? Maybe. Not something I've heard of. But I'm not opposed, other than the possible time commitment might be a challenge. I would say, you know, maybe ping me on Discord with information. I can take a look.
It's your turn.
You know, again, no promises, not because I'm trying to be elitist or anything. It just, I'd be a little concerned about spare time and not necessarily being able to commit to something on a fairly regular basis.
Another position.
Ugh. Thought I scored 24/7 pinball arcades where you can push your scores whenever you want to. I mean, you do the same thing on Scorebit too. I'd almost lean more towards using Scorebit for tracking those sorts of things, especially now that tables are starting to get Scorebit support, and they support it for the V pins, because then it's automatic. It's the other one in our iScore though. I mean, that's fine. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to bag on iScore to say it's terrible. I'd just like to see more people using Scorebit. I'm looking forward to this table getting Scorebit. Soon! Soon, I'm told soon. I've chatted with American Pinball. Or at least representatives of American Pinball. Or people that work there. That shall remain nameless to protect the innocent. Actually, they really did tell me much. Other than it is coming soon. Hey, did we get it? I got the extra ball lit again. Let's take that. Thanks. Yeah, let's park a second one in there. That's good. That'll work well. So look, ejecting that one out up kick. We need one. Can I have one of those back, please? Discord. Okay. Yeah, let me copy that. Copy. I will have to check that out later. Sir, invited you want to check us out. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely down to check it out. I just, I can't overly commit to it because I don't know. Even if it's something where it's like, you know, I don't necessarily have to do it all the time or be present all the time, you know, and, you know, when I have the availability. Here's another ball. I got another ball. They're leading another ball. That's okay. Guess it'll help with the epics. Where are we with the epics? What do we need? Oh boy, I need lots of stuff. Oh, it's going out. So if it's more of a casual thing, you're not playing the games. You don't on the play games more ice score. You push score trying to say whenever you want to. Okay, score chases gone. Haters just come. Oh, okay. Yeah, that didn't copyright. Come on, touchpad. Paste. There we go. Okay, now I got the server invite. That's it. Is oh. If it's more of a casual thing, yeah, I'm much more inclined to check it out.
Nice pass.
Look how fast you're going.
It's one of those, yeah, you gotta be here between this time and this time, and all. I'm like, yeah, probably won't be able to do that. Yeah, thank you for giving me that back.
New track.
So I barely have enough time to play pinball. It's usually when I'm streaming is the times I play pinball. And I wonder why I'm not getting any better.
Turbo boost exhausted.
Oh. Turbo boost, everybody.
Time to release havoc
Bounce.
on Hot Wheels City.
Now in ninth place. Pass.
What do we need? One ramp, 2 loops. That's not gonna count for a ramp. That's definitely not gonna count for a ramp. Very colorful playfield going on right now. All kinds of lights and colors and other stuff going on. Ah, dang it. We've lost all that progress. We had 1 loop left, and we gotta finish out 2 epics. That's ball 3 anyway. Time 9:17. Oh, I had an extra ball.
News.
Oh, that's right, because I got the one from the random. Mystery. Mystery, that's what I was looking for. Jeez, I haven't had any aiming juice tonight. Alright, what is it? Advanced race positions, we'll take that. And start a battle. And it's Snakes.
Another position.
Oh boy. My favorite. Not really. It's 1. There's 2.
Yeah, just got another.
Three. We just need the 1 more on that left loop.
Ready to be epic.
Just like that. There we go. 1 battle down. Ooh. There we go.
I didn't think anyone could catch all of those cobras.
I didn't think I could do it either. I'm pleasantly surprised. Ooh. Nope.
Woohoo! Epic ramps.
Passes on the inside to position.
Track added.
Second place. Oh. Oh, that was terrible. What was that? What am I doing? Oh my god. Alright. Gone from bad to worse. Alright. I think we'll call it. So it wasn't a terrible game, but I think we will call it there. Because I do have to get up for it. Holy cow, that back glass is bright. Well, the back LEDs are bright because I don't have the back glass in there. I think one of the nice things about Hot Wheels is that their back glass is actually back glass. It's painted. It's not a translate. So, yeah, one more of the cool things about American Pinball. And their tables are built like a tank from what I've experienced. Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks again for joining. When I say, and I thought so. I thought so. So again, I apologize for the hiatus for a little bit, but hopefully we'll. Hey, Brooklyn Pin, just got here. Catch you next time. Well, good timing, I guess, to wrap it up. We're going to find somebody to raid. Who should we raid? Can we raid? Who's doing stuff in pinball on Twitch? Cool, sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's an oldie but a goodie. I was like, oh, Flipstream streaming. No, that's me. Got Lynn Arcade. Some more Pin Clash stuff. And I don't raid Pin Clash out of principle. Let's see. Anybody have any thoughts? I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. SBS Pinball. Yeah, why not? We can actually go check out the Bond's 60th Launch Party Classic Challenge, which looks like they're playing Alien Star, maybe? Kind of looks like Alien Star. No, that's Meteor. Okay. Sorry, it's like this big on my screen. Yeah, we'll go right SBS Pinball. Another Northwester, it's a tournament. Okay, cool. Then you can go see some probably much better pinball action. All right, well, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping and hanging out, like I said, after the hiatus. But hopefully we'll be back to normal. But in the meantime, stay safe out there. Play some pinball, hopefully in person. If nothing else, watch some here on Twitch. And I hope to see all of you next Slipstream. Good night, everybody.